For this module, we'll look at the following topics: consonant fricatives. We'll talk about expository essay and adverbial. We are beginning with the listening and speaking segment of our lesson, and we'll be discussing two particular sounds in English that are called the consonant fricatives. Consonant fricatives. We have the v sound and the f. Alright, let's take them one after the other. This is consonant. How do you pronounce this sound? When you want to articulate this sound, you will press your upper front teeth firmly against the lower lip and then you push the hair out. Note, is a voiceless labiodental consonant. A voiceless labiodental consonant sound. Now let's learn how to pronounce this sound.
Watch my lip and my top teeth. Now you try.
Do you recall that a sound can appear at three different positions in a word? It can be either at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end of that particular word. So, before we move into showing where these sounds occur in different words, let us look at the common letters that produce this sound in our words. There is the first letter, which is F. F can produce f in words, as in fan, fame. We can also have FF producing this sound, as in offend, affect. We can also have PH. Don't mind the error. We can have PH as in words like graph, photo. Beautiful. So let's go. Okay, class, follow me as we look at words, different words that contain at the three different positions that we have discussed, with particular attention focused on where those sounds actually occur. Let's go for them. This is the word flag. Flag at the initial position. Let's go. We have fans. Fans also at the initial position. Let's look at another word. We have graph. This is the letter PH representing the sound in this word, graph, and it's occurring at the final position. Let's take another word. We have shelf at the final position. Okay, what do we have here? Photograph. Photograph. At the beginning and at the end of this word. Let's go. This is frustration, also at the initial position. Let's go. We have fan. We have file. The sound is occurring at the initial in both words. Let's go. This is rough. GH representing this sound, rough. Rough. Okay, here we have laugh. Laughter. Laughter. GH representing that sound, laugh. Okay, let's go on. More words. We have FF in this word, off. Off. We have feel at the beginning. Another word we have office. Okay, very nice. More words containing the sound includes enough. Enough. Staff. Philosophy. Philosophy. In enough, we have the letters GH representing the sound, and it is appearing at the final position. In staff, FF is representing the sound, and it is appearing at the final position as well. While in philosophy, we have it at the initial and at the tail end of the word, philosophy. More words. Let's go. Fear. Alpha, def. I believe you are looking at where they are appearing. Good. Refer, fluff. Look at the letters that are making those words, the letters that are representing the sound in the words, and where they are appearing. Very good. That will be all for the sound. V sound. It is the counterpart of the first sound that we have discussed, which is f. This is a voiced labiodental fricative. A voiced labiodental fricative, and it is pronounced by pressing the lower lip against the upper teeth to expel the hair. It is voiced. Let's pronounce it again. V. You will notice that there is a vibration in the vocal tract. Let's learn how to pronounce this sound.
Watch my lip and my top teeth. Now you try.
Do not forget also that this sound can appear either at the beginning, middle, or at the end of a word. And the common sounds that produce v in words include V. The letter V can produce V, as in van. The letter VV can also produce V, as in words like rev, rev, rev. Alright, I want us to look at words that contain the V sound at the three different positions that we have discussed, just the way we did it for the F sound. Alright, let's begin. This is valley, valley. What do we have here? Visits, visits. Let's go. Five. Okay, what do we have? Fever, fever, fever. Okay, let's also look at this. Verses. These are flower verses. We have wives, wives. Let's go. Voluntary, voluntary, voluntary. This is love, love. I believe you're pronouncing that after me. Very good. Pay particular attention to where the sounds occur and the words that, the letters that represent the particular sound in the word. Private, invoice, revved, revival, and then we have fine. Do you pay particular attention to the position of the sound in each of the words we have looked at, and the words, that is the letters that represent that particular sound in the word? Okay, class, let's make a trial to read this poem after learning about the consonant fricatives. Don't forget, we are looking out for f and v. Okay, fried fish fresh, fish fried fresh, and fresh fish fried. Over the river, doves over the river, 7 doves over the river, 7 to 11 doves over the river. Can you take that all over again? Okay. As you are enjoying this poem, do not forget the consonant fricatives that we have. Now let's proceed to the grammar segment of our lesson. Adverbials. This is what we are going to be talking about in the grammar segment of our lesson today. Adverb. So what are adverbials? Adverbials seems to look like that part of speech that we are familiar with called adverbs, right? Very beautiful. And we remember that adverbs are words that help to modify or say more about a verb adjective or other adverbs in a sentence. Let's look at this example. He ran very quickly. Very quickly. Very quickly. Let's look at this example. He ran very quickly. Very quickly are the adverbs that we have in this sentence. He ran very quickly. This is telling us more about how the boy ran. Alright, so now let us talk about the adverbial. Now that we know and we remember what adverbs do, that they modify the verb. So, adverbials are just like adverbs. Adverbial can consist of a single word or an entire phrase. That's more than a word, an entire phrase, and what they do is just like an adverb. They modify the verbs or the adjectives. Adverbials modify the verbs. This means that they tell us more about the main verb in a sentence. Don't forget, they are phrases that function as adverbs. I have already explained this. Adverbials show us place, time, manner, contrast, reason, purpose, and many others, just like adverbs. Let's look at the following examples. He ran as quickly as possible. This is showing manner. He ran as quickly as possible. This is a phrase. That is why it is an adverbial. It's a phrase and it is telling us more information or giving us more information about how the athlete ran. He ran as quickly as possible. That is an adverbial showing manner. Let's go. Philip loves his new laptop because it is very quick. It is very cute. Now, this is showing us the reason why Philip loves his new laptop, because it is very cute. This is showing reason, an adverbial that is showing reason. In this sentence, they say, Aldia applied for a loan so that he can start up a new business. This is telling us the purpose. It's showing purpose. Aldia applied for a loan. He applied. The verb there is applied. And then, so that he could start up a new business is the purpose for which he applied for the loan. And it is an adverbial showing purpose. Let's take one more as we move. Let us take one more example as we close the lesson for this module. They have been living in this house for over 10 years. That is showing time. For over 10 years is the adverbial showing time. Living is the verb. They've been living there for over 10 years. That's the adverbial that we have in this sentence, and it is showing time. As we move further on our topics in this module, let's talk about essay writing. An essay, is a piece of writing that talks about a particular subject or a topic. It deals with a particular issue, and usually it presents the writer's point of view or opinion about that particular thing. The kind of essay we are going to talk about in this module is the expository essay. The expository essay. What is an expository essay? It's that kind of essay that gives information about a particular topic or the process of something. This kind of essay is different from an argumentative essay, different from a descriptive essay or a narrative essay which tells a story. This essay is the one that gives information about a particular topic or explains the process of something. Because the goal of this kind of essay is to give a balanced view about a particular subject, the information that will be presented must therefore be logically arranged. It must be logical, arranged accordingly, the right format that it should be. Otherwise, it's going to scatter the information that is being presented. Alright, what are the things that you should remember when you are dealing with an expository essay? Do not forget, an expository essay is going to enlighten also arrange your information logically. You must arrange it accordingly. You are meant to discuss your topic. You are not arguing for or against. You are discussing your topic and presenting the facts that support your information. These facts you get to know about them when you research about your topic. Researching about your topic is you reading up on your topic to know more about it. Alright, let's take an example. You can take this topic, for instance, to write an expository essay on unemployment in Nigeria. Unemployment in Nigeria is something that will interest your reader. So when you want to write this kind of essay, you can begin your introductory passage with what is unemployment, and then you can talk about how long it has been and why it has been in existence. The why, we discuss the causes of unemployment in our nation. You can also talk about the dangers of unemployment. What has it done? What are the bad? What are the evils that it has done to our society at large? And in your body of letter, your body of essay rather, maybe in the last paragraph, you can then discuss some of the possible solutions that you think can help to end the problem of unemployment in Nigeria. Thank you for listening so far. See you next time. Bye.